Hi everyone, my name is Navin Reddy Janama and today I'm gonna present to you on sentiment and emotion analysis. So this topic has been increasingly important in understanding the human emotions through the lens of data, and we'll explore its significance, techniques, applications, and as well as the future of the field. Okay, then talking about the agenda. So here we'll be covering today why I choose this topic, what sentiment analysis is about, why it's important, the challenges we face, and the techniques used in sentiment analysis, the real world applications, and finally the future directions. This outline will help guide our conversation, and I hope by the end you will have a deeper understanding of how sentiment analysis is used and why it's so impactful. And then we have the why I have chosen this topic. So I choose this topic because of my personal interest in data science. So as we all know, the surveys are a common way to gather feedback, but sometimes they don't capture the deeper emotional responses. The sentiment and emotion analysis allows us to go beyond just yes or no or rating questions, giving us the richer insights into people's attitudes. For example, if someone says the product is okay, we might categorize that as neutral feedback, but the sentiment analysis can reveal the underlying tone, whether they are truly indifferent or maybe slightly frustrated. So, this deeper understanding can lead to better decision making, which is why I find this topic so interesting. So, we have an introduction about what is sentiment analysis. Here, the sentiment analysis is identifies the opinions expressed in a piece of text and categorizes them as positive, negative, or neutral. So this technology is widely used in areas like the customer feedback and social media monitoring. For example, a company might analyze Twitter to see if users are happy with their last product launch, with the latest product launches. Okay, and to achieve this, we employ various algorithms and machine learning models. It's not as simple as counting the number of good or bad words. That matters a lot. The sentiment analysis also involves processing of large volumes of data to detect the trends, and this also can help the brands understand how people feel about their products over the time. That's all about the introduction, and then we go get into next part. So here the next slide is about the problem statement. So here I'm gonna discuss why is sentiment analysis so important. The sentiment analysis, it captures the public opinion and emotional insights. The traditional surveys often miss it. For instance, a product might have a high rating, but if we dig deeper into customer reviews, we may find negative sentiments about certain features. The sentiment analysis also provides real-time feedback, which is crucial for monitoring brand reputation, especially in today's digital world. So if a negative statement starts trending, the companies can respond quickly before any crisis happens or anything escalates. So this ability to detect shifts in sentiment can guide decision making, allowing businesses to manage crisis and take correct actions before things get out of hand. That's how the it's gonna work. So coming to next slide, we have the challenges that is faced in sentiment analysis. So the first challenge is ambiguity in language. So words can have the multiple meanings depending on the context. For example, the word bad could be negative, but in some cases it might used in a positive slang-like manner. Context sensitivity is another challenge. So a statement like "I am not happy with this service" is clearly negative, but detecting a tone such as sarcasm or irony is much harder. There's also the issue of variety in how people express the same emotion. Some might say "I am sad" while others might say "I am feeling down", and detecting these variations is crucial. Okay. Uh, Finally, we have to consider the data quality and emotion intensity. So if the data we are working with is noisy or inconsistent, it can make analysis difficult. Moreover, not all negative emotions are equally intense. There's a difference between mildly annoyed and furious, and our models need to count for that. And then we have the next slide regarding the techniques that are used in sentiment analysis. So to tackle these all the challenges I have mentioned before, we use several techniques. So one major field that enables sentiment analysis is natural language processing. The NLP, which allows machine to understand and interpret the human language. We use various machine learning models, including both supervised and unsupervised learning. So the supervised learning involves training models on labeled data where we know the sentiment ahead of time, while the unsupervised learning tries to uncover patterns in unlabeled data. And then we have the lexicon based approaches are another method where we use a dictionary of words with associated sentiment scores. The deep learning has also become increasingly popular, using models like RNN, uh, recurrent neural networks, long short-term memory (LSTM) networks, and transformers finally. So these models are great at capturing the complexity and context of language, so making them highly effective for the sentiment analysis. So that's about the techniques that are used in sentiment analysis. And then we have the next slide regarding the popular tools and libraries. So to implement these techniques, we have several popular tools and libraries available. The first one is the TextBlob, is a simple library for beginners that provides an easy way to perform basic sentiment analysis. Next is the WADR. It's known as Valence Aware Dictionary and Sentiment Reasoner. Is specifically designed for sentiment analysis in social media text. It accounts for things like capitalization, and punctuation, so which are common in tweets and Facebook posts. And then we have Spacy is a more advanced library that's very efficient for large scale NLP tasks. And then we have BERT, which stands for Bidirectional Encoder Representations from Transformers. It is the one of the most powerful models that is available for NLP tasks. It is also been the revolutionary in helping machines understand the context around words. And then we have the Hugging Face Transformers, which offers pre-trained models that can be fine-tuned for various NLP tasks, including sentiment analysis. So these tools make it easier for developers and data scientists to get actionable insights from the text data. And the next slide going to explain about the applications of sentiment analysis. Let's talk about the applications. So one major application is the customer satisfaction. Sorry. So by analyzing reviews, feedback, and support conversations, companies can better understand the customer feelings and improve their services. For example, the restaurant guest feedback analysis as shown in the right side. Uh, then we have the employment engagement is another area. So the companies can analyze internal communications such as employee surveys or feedback and to and the job and for the job satisfaction. Then we have the market research, which is a huge application as well. This analysis helps businesses understand how consumers feel about their brands or products, so enabling better market strategies. In business intelligence, the sentiment analysis can be used to track competitors or industry trends, helping companies stay ahead of the games. And then we have the social media monitoring, which is one of the most well-known uses. So where brands track public opinions and the sentiment in real time across the platforms like Twitter and Instagram. Healthcare is another emerging field where sentiment analysis can help understand patient experience and emotional well-being as well. So that's about the application, various applications that used in for sentiment analysis. And then the next slide is about the future directions. So as exciting as the current applications are, the future holds even more promise. Like the advancements in NLP will continue to improve the accuracy of sentiment analysis models, so making them better at understanding like sarcasm and complex emotions. Uh, and then the real-time analysis is becoming more prevalent, especially for brands that need to monitor public sentiment during live events or product launches. We are also seeing growing interest in cross-language sentiment analysis, allowing for more accurate sentiment detection in non-English text. Finally, the sentiment analysis is starting to integrate with AI voice assistants and the virtual customer support systems. providing a more personalized and emotionally intelligent interaction between the machines and humans. So this is especially useful in customer service and healthcare settings. That's about the future directions. And the final slide is about the conclusion. So to wrap things up, the sentiment and emotional analysis is critical for understanding not just what people say, but how they feel it. So it gives us deeper insights into attitudes and emotions which are invaluable in many industries. As the technology continue to evolve, we will see sentiment analysis become even more accurate and comprehensive, making it an essential tool in a world where understanding human emotion is key to success. So thank you for listening. That's all about the sentiment analysis. Thank you.